our first rendition of, what do we want to call this? Awful Wednesdays?
Terrible Gaming Wednesday.
Terrible Gaming Wednesdays, where we play the most horrible games that have ever been brought to our attention. First game we have to here is Dungeons and Dragons Dagger. This is a game that was released a while back. The Steam date says 2011, but the graphics very much beg to differ, considering how much, yeah. So, this game is basically a dungeon crawler. You can run around, kill shit, do whatever the fuck you want. So it doesn't really matter. It's a very linear game from what we heard, and there's a lot of negativity about it. Like, there's almost so much negativity that this game apparently should have never been released, some people say, because it's that bad. So, as you can see, the character creation is very linear. There's nothing really here other than, you know, some point systems that don't seem to be working too well for me. But we'll just see how everything goes. Oh, you have to assign point. Oh, there it goes. That's retarded. Alright. Well, shall we get started then?
I already have. Aren't you going to introduce your guest?
Okay, yep, sorry for my rudeness. We have our guest over here, Red, who happens to be apparently getting struck by lightning.
In the heart of Dagger, deep within the ancient dwarven mines of Tethiamar, a great tower has been constructed.
This is like the weirdest thing I've ever seen in the cinematic. It actually looks kind of cool.
Its creator is an agent of evil known as Restless.
In the name of Bane, Daggerdale will be mine.
Do not be alarmed. I am Lauren Aria. Sadly, we've no time for long explanations. Daggerdale is under threat. Heroes, you have been summoned here to defeat Restless, a powerful Zentarum and loyal servant of Bane, the Lord of Darkness. Restless is amassing an army to conquer Daggerdale. To this aim, he has constructed the Tower of the Void at the heart of this mine. Find the tower entrance. Scale its height and face its perils until you find Restless himself. My journey must end here, for my ties to the Dark Zentarum would place you in further danger. Please forgive me for forcing the hand of fate. The destiny of your homeland rests upon your courage and determination.
Pretty interesting cinematic, I might say. I don't know if you got the same thing there, Red.
I don't know. I skipped through it, honestly.
Alright. Well, basically the reason we're doing this is, I wanted to find the most horrible games possible and see if we could find at least some silver lining in them. There are some games that are so bad, but there's still like a little bit of an occult following that say that the game is good. That you only understand that it's good if you play certain aspects of it, so I figured why the hell not try it with all games. See if we can actually find something horrible about it, or something amazingly awesome that, like, the only experience you can get is from playing the awful gameplay. So, as you guys can see so far, it's basically a common dungeon crawler, hack and slash it looks like. Nothing really amazing here.
It strikes me as it literally set the norm.
Well, like, what do you mean, set the norm?
Like, it strikes me as it was striving to be just good enough, you know? And I get, you know, it's an older game, and things weren't quite as good as they are now with new games like arcade shit, you know? And, you know, you see a lot of the MMOs nowadays, and so many different things to them. But then you got games like this right here. There, I guess it was just trying to like set a standard for what an MMO should be, and that's all that this is doing is setting a standard. It's not trying to surpass it.
Well, this kind of sucks because I just got a glitch. I got the most common glitch of all time.
What happened?
The dwarf. Basically, from what a lot of complaints I heard about this game was if you talk to the dwarf, sometimes you'll get stuck at looking at the dwarf's face, and like he'll just sit there and stare at you.
Sounds creepy.
Yeah, it kind of is. He gives you like that rape face.
You like it?
It almost reminds me of a older Diablo. Like, you remember how old Diablo was?
How could I not?
Like, the very first Diablo. You remember how that was, like, dungeon crawly kind of esque?
That's all it was dungeon crawler.
Another dwarf. Let's hope I don't get stuck on him. Alright. So far, I'm not finding a silver lining on this game at all. I mean, sure, it's an older game. I understand that. It's just... I guess we have to...
It's supposed to have some kind of redeeming quality, you know, something that will come back.
Well, right now, the
Newer stuff.
only quality I see is that it's pretty good with combat, but besides that, it's just doesn't seem that grand.
It's okay. The combat system is okay.
Another injured worker.
There's those weird grunt sounds.
Remember, kids, dwarfs talk in grunts.
Whatever you do, do not get into an unmarked van with a grunting dwarf.
Oh, look at that. I found the equipment thing. Well, that's pleasant.
What equipment thing? What are you talking about?
Apparently, if you press, I think it's R? No, it's E. E gives you the equipment page, so that way you can...
Your inventory.
Yeah. Doesn't look that great. But, let's just keep on moving.
It's very cut and dry, you know, it's like, it seems like that's all very focused on is combat.
Well, it's like even real D&D isn't like this. Hell, I remember playing real D&D with our old friends back home, and that was
I know, I was just thinking that too. I was just thinking that.
he gave me a staff.
Hey Conway,
Shoot.
I cast Fist.
You did what?
Remember, I cast Fist?
I cast fist. Yeah.
Muscle Wizard cast Fist.
I still remember I have a plus 10 to fertility. Everybody leaves.
These were the good old days. These were the good old days.
Well, it's like that's what
And you know
D&D...
what?
It's like that...
Go on, you were saying?
Well, that's what D&D is about, is... You know, you're supposed to... It's basically jerk around the game.
Well, the thing with actual D&D is that it's about creating someone else. You, the player, creating the game. This right here, I feel like I have no control over anything except for... Which, I get. That's also one of the facets of where tabletop D&D is that you're one man trying to survive in a dangerous world.
Well, yeah.
I'm just glad we don't have crazy Irish sounding tones like you did in tabletop.
Irish sounding... Yeah, we kind of had a lot of ponies going on that game.
Don't judge, viewers. Don't do it.
I'm not judging.
I know you're not. I'm talking to the viewers.
Let's see if we can get past this part here. This is rather weird. I've played this game before. I could never get past the first level because I kept getting that glitch where it just kept staring at the dwarves, so it was like impossible to proceed anywhere. Now
I didn't have that actually. Like I'm already past that, and I just found a pretty nice looking helmet. It kind of looks like Lego.
I'm fine. I just found another pathway. I'm going just down this road here. For the most part, one thing that bugs me about this game entirely is that it's just far too linear from what I do remember playing. And the bigger downside is that there used to be a co-op multiplayer to where it's like your friends could help you out, but ever since the downfall of GameSpy, that's no longer valid. So now you're stuck running these games all by yourself.
For those of you out there who remember GameSpy,
Yeah, I remember when GameSpy allowed you to play games like Red Faction Online. As shitty as it was, it still worked.
it was okay. At the best, it was okay.
Hey, well, at the time it was awesome. You remember that.
Yeah, it was kind of like an older Steam, you know, in some ways.
I just love how when you open the cages to let them out, they just moan.
Are you already past the game?
Yeah, I'm past you, bro. I'm at the part where you have to go save dwarves in an encampment.
That are in cages?
Well, that goblin is a dick. Watching my abysmal playing styles in real time. Oh wow, I died.
Or I can't even get some nice armor.
I got shot in the face by a freaking goblin.
Nicely done. I'm about to go to that part, actually. I'm about to go mess more goblin faces.
The animations are so lifelike.
I feel like I'm playing Gumby the video game.
Dude, it's like better than, you know, like Call of Duty.
Whatever, I'm still about to go cut up some goblins. I mean, at the very least, it's staying true to certain, you know, medieval fantasy rules. Like, one of the first things you will always encounter is goblins or rats.
Yeah, until you run into those people that are into Rule 34 and start, you know, talking weirdly about green-colored skinned girls.
Fuck them.
Like, that's all I've been hearing lately is, like, people who are into goblins, and I'm just like, no, dude, they're supposed to be scary little creatures. What the hell's wrong with you?
They have no friends in their life? I don't know.
I don't know, but for
And
some...
I am going to be the asshole of the show.
Well, obviously, it sounds like there's a dragon overhead. Dragon!
Fucking cave-in.
Hey, cave-ins are awesome. No, without cave-ins, it cannot be D&D.
Take your logic, because it's actually kind of nice. Ominous pillars of bone. It doesn't scream. Oh, look at that. The little grip of them up ahead, actually. Time to go hurt faces.
What the fuck is up with these goblins? They just keep spawning over here.
You're so lucky. You get to kill them all.
Now I have a special helmet that gives me resistance to fire damage.
Is it like a weird Lewis helmet?
Yeah.
Make you look like you got little wings?
No, mine just makes me look weird. It like has just like a little dome that glows red. I actually wonder if dwarves ever existed, is this how they really talked?
This recording pretty great too.
Hmm?
This recording great. Facing you.
All great fan that is.
Oh, Frost, you decided to join us.
Yes, funny, I went there.
Well, for the most part, we're currently just fighting off a horde of goblins. You want in?
I'm good.
Well, come on, just activate your GameSpy account and come join us. That was supposed to make people laugh. I know, I'm abysmal at humor. Well, hopefully this is the boss battle. Looks like it. Slam dunk. Okay, so instead of fighting, I run like a pussy. Okay.
That's what the hero of the story always does.
Well,
Like, he beats his meat.
this looks like a good stopping point for me. So, yeah. How far are you, Brett, from the next level?
I do not know yet. Something really, really big, I'm guessing, just rattled the whole fucking cave that I'm in. So, oh, there's the boss.
Huh?
Big old earth golem troll thing. I don't know. He's just destroying everything.
Yeah, you're towards the end.
And we run away
Into the portal.
into the portal. Because, you know, that's how badasses handle their situation.
Oh, yeah. And there's still just a bunch of dwarves sitting around here in this nice fancy palace. So,
Alright, let's send an elite hero to go and investigate the shitty, crumbling mine. While,
Hey.
you know,
exactly.
their entire army just kind of chills out here. Although I must admit, the graphics are kind of nice. Like, checking out these statues, big-ass statues. They're kind of cool looking statues.
Yeah, this doesn't look as bad as people made it out to be.
No, the graphics themselves are okay. The problem is the gameplay. It's way too linear. There's not much customization with your characters. The items, from what I've seen thus far, haven't exactly given a lot of hope for the long term of the game, you know?
Well, I say we should stop here and maybe try it out again. Who knows? Maybe we'll find like the holy grail of gaming in this one horrible game. Who knows?
The holy grail of horrible gaming.
Hey, you never know. So, I say, yeah. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the video, and yeah. If you want to see videos similar to this one, or if you have any horrible games, let us know in the comments. Anything you want to add, Red?
If suggest Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm gonna throat punch you.
Hey, Five Nights at Freddy's is not a bad game.
I know, I just don't want to deal with this for a game.
Alright, well, night everybody.
Next video, Red Play Amnesia.